Hello, my name is Alexander Dames, and I'm the Assistant Director of Admission for Dana Hall School. Today, we'll talk a little bit about Dana Hall, what makes Dana Hall special, and a little bit about the application process and what you're going to see down the line. So I'm very excited to get to be able to share this amazing school with you all today. So just to get a little glance of the campus here, it's pretty beautiful campus. And so Dana Hall, audacious since 1881, Dana Hall has always provided the vigorous education that girls deserve. So Dana Hall is an all-girls school located in Wellesley, Massachusetts, and inspired by their teachers and championed by their classmates, Dana Hall students embrace their intellect without apology. So, as I said, Dana Hall is located in Wellesley, Massachusetts. Wellesley is about a 30-minute drive from the city of Boston, 25 to 30 minutes. Dana Hall was started in 1881 by the founders of West Wellesley College to prepare young women for university level studies. And today we continue in that tradition, making sure and ensuring that we are cultivating and molding young women who are going to be table shakers, idea thinkers, and those who are going to be leaders for a more perfect tomorrow. So a little bit about the application timeline. So in the fall, usually families can create their Ravenna account. So their Ravenna account is where most of the applications of the schools that you will be applying to is going to live. And so you can apply through Ravenna, or if you use the student application online, we also take that. So either one of those two applications works for us. In the second part of the fall, you want to make sure you're attending admissions events, and we'll talk a little bit later about Dana Hall specific admission events and when those are. But we offer both on campus and virtual events, so just be on the lookout for those. You want to be working on your applications. There's going to be a couple portions to your application, including a student and parent questionnaire. So you want to make sure that in the fall, you are prepping those answers as you see fit. And you also want to make sure that you're getting your financial aid documents in order. And then a little bit later, we'll talk a little bit about the financial aid application and what you're going to need for that. And I think one of the most important parts of the fall is to schedule your interview. And you want to make sure you do that fairly soon, just because sometimes the slots fill up really quickly. And I know you want to make sure you get your interview in as soon as possible. So once you know kind of when you want or have a general idea of when you want to have that interview, you can go ahead and schedule it online. Or if you need a little bit extra assistance, you may want to call our office. In the wintertime, you want to submit the application and supporting documents. So that will be due by January 15th, especially that financial aid application. If you want to be considered for financial aid, you must submit that financial aid application by January 15th. And your interview should be scheduled by February 1st. So you have up until February 1st to schedule your interview, but you want to make sure that you schedule or you at least get it on the calendar as soon as possible, just because those slots fill up quickly. And in the spring, the application decisions will be released on March 10th. So that is the day that you will know whether you have received admission into Dana Hall or not. And then we would like to hear back from you on April 10th. So you have about a month to decide. And get a nice little view of a little bit of what the dorm common rooms look like there. And then we can talk a little bit about more of kind of what the application is. So we have the preliminary application that is just basic household information, your name, your address, siblings, and stuff like that. So that is going to kind of be standard for each application that you fill out. We'll have a student questionnaire. So student questionnaires are usually specific to the schools, and each school will have their own sets of questions. So you want to make sure that you answer the Dana Hall specific sets of questions that we have prompted you to do. So that will involve a couple short answer and a little bit of a longer essay for students. Parents and guardian, you also have a questionnaire. Yours does not have an essay, thankfully, but just a few quick short questions about your student and some of the things that you're looking for in the next step. We are also requesting English teacher recommendations as well as math teacher recommendations. So That'll allow us to get a bit of a clearer picture of what the student is like in the classroom, as well as a school report. And so the school report can either be delivered by a school counselor, a high school placement coordinator, or a principal. So that is a report on behalf of the school that indicates how the student has been throughout their time there. We also require transcripts from current and previous school year. So if you're applying for the ninth grade, we will be asking for your eighth grade grades as well as your seventh grade grades, and in some cases, even your sixth grade grades. So you will also, as part of your application, have an interview. And so if you want to be on campus, you can certainly come on campus and have your interview in person. However, if you cannot make it on campus, we have a Zoom option. So that should not be a deterrent to any family. So some of the unique offerings that I think Dana Hall really has to offer, both inside and outside of the classroom. At Dana Hall, I want to start with the travel opportunities. At Dana Hall, education is more than just an intellectual exercise. It's a moral one, right? And we strive to ensure that our students not only understand the world, but also the graduate with the capacity, determination, and values to build a better future. So we encourage an appreciation for diversity and understanding that there are contexts for humans' behavior and events, and students make their own connections and examine a wide range of perspectives, including their own. And so we do this through our global education program. So our classrooms aren't limited to just Dana Hall. We try to partner up with schools and opportunities outside of our walls and outside of our country so that our students can really delve deep into different cultures and really get a wider breadth of the scope of cultures and languages and humanities. I think the fact that we have such a diverse group of students on campus with both day and boarding students, both domestic and international boarders, our students have a real opportunity to become these global scholars, but really stepping foot in the outside of the country and into these other cultures, I think is what really takes the experience to the next level. So our school has several academic exchange programs throughout the world with schools in Australia, Japan, and Spain. These opportunities provide Dana Hall students the chance to further their education for short periods of time in new cultures and environments. So I have a few advisees who did this over the summer. One of them went to France and the other one went to England, and they had an incredible time there. And I think any student that has that opportunity to really delve deep into a culture that interests them, it's a worthwhile experience. And so another, I think, program that we have that really distinguishes us is our senior project. So at the final 2 to 3 weeks of school in May is a beautiful time for our girls to really get into what they're thinking about for their future. So students might take up an internship in a field or in an area that interests them, whether it be at a dentist office, they could be working with a lawyer, with a surgeon, or with a politician. We try to connect them with a wide range of fields so that they can take a look at what a career in that field would be like and see if that's something that they want to do. Then they come back and report to the school, do kind of like a presentation as part of their project. And I think it's something that a lot of the students really learn from, just because they get an opportunity to really see themselves in that space and whether or not that's something that they want to do. Aside from those kind of offerings, some of the other offerings that I think are really unique and awesome and exciting are the performing arts offerings. We have theater, a music school, and chorus slash chamber singers. So students performing class productions, area competitions, musicals, dramatic plays, and often in collaboration with local boys' schools as well. So students produce full-scale productions every year, from musicals to theatrical plays. And students can take courses in acting from beginning to advanced levels, and technical theater as well, where they explore fundamental scenery design and construction, lighting and sound. The Greater Boston area offers many additional opportunities for training and attending professional performances. So That's also something that if you are interested in and something that excites you, we provide and have. All right, and so here we have the rock wall, which I think is really awesome, and is another part of our culture here at Dana Hall. It's something that's super cool. And then, as promised, I just wanted to talk a little bit about financial aid. And so here's kind of what you need to know about financial aid. So for financial aid, you want to submit the parent financial statement. So that will allow us to see how much aid your family will need to be able to attend Dana Hall. So you want to set about 2 hours to complete that application. So that is an application aside from your school application. So it'll be your Dana Hall application or your application through Ravenna, and then your financial aid application together. And so those two things will be needed for you to be considered for admission, right? And so what you will need is to submit your 2020 and 2021 tax returns as soon as you complete your PFS, your parent financial statement via SSS. And so that will include your W-2 forms and your 1040 forms with all the supporting schedules with them. And then once you, in 2022, once you file your 2022 taxes, once you get them eventually, you will want to submit those to the school as well. And so you will be notified about, any financial aid that is awarded to you on March 10th as the same day as the enrollment letters. So once again, the money that you will receive for financial aid, hopefully it will be enough for your family to be realistically able to attend Dana Hall, and you will receive that notification the same day you will receive your enrollment letter. So Lawrence Community Charter, thank you so much for the opportunity. I'm glad to be able to connect with you via this video, and hopefully, this video provided a little bit of more information about Dana Hall, and hopefully you are a little bit excited about potentially getting to know us a little bit better. We have a couple of events, both on campus and virtually. So we have a couple upper school previews in October, as well as virtual events in December. So please look at our website. We can send materials as well once you complete a login. And so then for Ravenna, and then indicate that you are interested in Dana Hall. Once that interest form submits, we can start sending you communication. So thank you very much. And we hope that you enjoy. Take care.